What's up guys, BMX Brandon 2 here once again. Today's video is a review on the iPad mini. I recently did an unboxing video not too long ago. There will be a link in the description. If you want to go check that out, here's the case. You'll see in the unboxing video what comes in the box. Really nice packaging. I do like the packaging a lot. So let's get started. This is the iPad mini with Retina display. This is the 16GB model. Black and space gray. I'm so used to saying black and slate, but it's space gray. Nice color. So yeah, let's get started. I got the black one, of course, because black is, it looks normal on these devices. This is running iOS 7.0.4, which is, good software, good firmware. So let's go over some of the specs of the unit. We have our volume rockers as well as our mute switch, or mute and rotation lock, however you have that configured on your device. Also, this is the Wi-Fi only model, so this thing does not have 4G. You have your 5 megapixel iSight rear facing camera, the same as the iPod Touch 5th generation. Also with your sleep wake button, that was hard to say. Also you got your nice little microphone grill, for FaceTime audio and FaceTime and Skype and video recording. You have your 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, the thing I'm not a fan of is that they put it on the top. I wish they would have put it on the bottom, but, that's Apple's deal, not mine. So, yeah. On the bottom, we have our stereo speakers. Now, this is the first iPad to have stereo speakers. Now, to the upload of this video, there is the iPad Air, which does have stereo speakers, but this is the second iPad to have stereo speakers, because the first iPad mini non-Retina had speakers, or had stereo speakers. The speakers aren't bad on this thing. They're definitely not going to beat your boombox, but they're pretty reasonable for FaceTime and watching videos on your iPad. We got our infamous Apple logo, which this thing fingerprints like you wouldn't believe. This whole thing fingerprints terribly. I cleaned it off, for demonstration purposes. So yeah, that's that. We got our iPad mini, designed in California, assembled in China, with some legal information. Also, we got the 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera for FaceTime viewing and Skype and video recording. Also, this video will go over some of the specs of iOS 7 for you new users who don't have iOS 7 or just thinking of updating, because I have not updated on my iPod to iOS 7. This will be a good video. I'm going to go over some of the features of iOS 7, some of the good features of the iPad, stuff like that. Thing I like about iOS 7, now this video is not going to truly harp about iOS 7. I'll do another video of what I think of iOS 7 and all that stuff, but this will just go over some of the nice features of iOS 7. So you got your slide lock. Now, at first I did not like this feature. Let me turn my brightness down. Turn this off. There we go, that's better. If I had a tripod here, it would be so much easier. But, yeah. Turn my brightness down a little bit. There we go. There we go. That looks better. So, of course, I love the mountain background, of course. This is up in Canada, which is a beautiful background. And then we have a passcode, which I added, which I'm not going to show for reasons. And we got this nice fluid app greeting, like when you unlock the phone, or the iPad I should say, it will greet you with all the apps flying out at you. Whoops. I really like that feature. It can get annoying. There is ways to shut it off, but I'm not really going to go on in this video about how to do that. There'll be another video shortly on my channel about how to do that. Now, the thing about iOS 7 that's, pretty nice is the apps kind of move with the device. If you move the device around, the apps kind of move with it. You probably can't see it very well on camera. But yeah. Here's the front-facing camera. I'll do some camera tests. Oh, let me see my bed. Let me turn it around here. There we go. So see me, you see the camera. So yeah. Camera's not bad on this thing, by the way. It's really, really nice, actually, I do gotta say. You got Photo Booth, which is only available on the iPad, or if you jailbroken, it should be available on other devices, I'm not too sure. Of course, we have our camera filters, so I'll do some tests with it eventually. So we got nice camera filters. I'm not really going to go over all of them, but yeah, that's a nice touch to it. I jailbroke this iPad because there is a iOS 7.0.4 jailbreak. So I jailbroke this iPad. So, you know, a lot of apps aren't compatible with it, but, you know, or a lot of Cydia tweaks aren't compatible with it, so yeah. Here's some of my folders. Now I'm very organized with stuff like this. You know, have all my games and folders and my everything. Now, the thing I don't like about this iOS 7 is that how you go into a folder. I really don't like how the whole thing zooms in at once. I really hate that, and I hate how you swipe to the sides to view other things you have in the folder. That's why I only have a certain amount of things in the folder, because I don't like that feature. Also, of course, all the same things are the same on the iPad as they were in iOS 6. You have your videos, like if I want to watch a movie, I watch this movie for a minute. Actually, movies you purchased in the Apple Store, because I purchased this movie. Of course, it takes a minute to load. Yeah.
If he catches you in here, he will kill you.
So this thing is really nice for entertainment.
Kill you. Don't worry. As long as we have the music, we're okay.
So here's just a short little clip of that. Ooh, don't want to see that. And the phone's ringing. I'm sorry about that. I just had to answer the telephone. Of course, I'm a busy person. But to continue with the review of the iPad, I do gotta say I love the iPad. This iPad I purchased for mostly entertainment. I have an iPod Touch 5th generation, and I purchased it for music mostly, and games as well, but I purchased this morely games. Like, I don't have much music stored on this device, but actually I don't have any music stored on it, so this thing's mostly for games and entertainment. Like, for example, I have my music apps, Pandora, you know, listen to music, you know, I'll go over some of the app reviews later. Your search engines, you know, I added these in the Apple App Store. Also, a thing I like, which iPads always have been able to do, is you can slide it to rotate the device, which is a nice little feature of it. And I really like that. Also, the iPad mini introduces Siri, which we'll test it out. What is the temperature in Ottawa?
Pretty cold in Ottawa, Canada. 19 degrees Fahrenheit.
Turn it up a little bit. What is the temperature in the Calgary area?
Checking my sources. Here's what I found on the web.
What is the temperature in Montreal?
Pretty cold in Montreal, Canada. 19 degrees Fahrenheit.
So yeah, that's a very, very nice little touch. Also, you can ask it sports questions, Siri.
Okay.
Okay. Here's one of my favorites, which I do got to give some people credit for this. LDN Productions. He told Siri this, and I just love this thing. Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Say pretty please.
Whatever. Also, like I said,
If
you
you
can
say
ask it
so.
sports questions like, how are the Jets doing?
Which Jets? New York Jets or Winnipeg Jets?
The Winnipeg Jets.
The Jets are in 6th place in the Central, with a record of 16, 18, and 5.
So yeah, that's a nice touch. Also, iOS 7 introduces another thing to Siri, which you can ask her to do functions of the device, such as turning on AirPlay, turning off AirPlay, Bluetooth. For example, turn on Bluetooth.
Okay, I turned on Bluetooth.
So yeah, I don't want that on. Here's a tip for you guys out there. If you have Bluetooth on your device and you're not even using it, I would recommend highly turning it off, because that thing is a huge battery drainer. That thing drains your battery like you wouldn't believe. It's because Bluetooth uses a different type of an antenna as Wi-Fi does. What I mean is Bluetooth will always constantly be searching for devices to pair to, and that will just drain your battery, so I would highly recommend turning it off. So yeah, that's another touch. Let's go over the speaker. Now the speaker, you know, like I said, it's not the best in this thing, but it's pretty good. So this is iTunes Radio. It's another feature of iOS 7, which I like, iTunes Radio, but you know, Pandora is a nice alternative as well. I don't want that song. I'll demonstrate Pandora, because Pandora has better music. I highly recommend using Pandora, because in my opinion you have more customization on the artists you want to listen to instead of the iTunes Radio, you know, category. So let's just choose one of my stations here that I frequently listen to. Foreigner. That's a good one. Oh, and it's one of my favorite songs. so I can demonstrate the speaker for you. So not the best, but it's still pretty good. Let it play the song a little bit. Well, that's the new one. Sorry, I don't like that version. But you can just hear some of the different things of the song. Or some of the things of the speaker, I should say.
Okay, here we go.
Hulu Plus lets you stream great shows like Family Guy.
Okay, I don't want to do
phone,
Pandora.
Tablet, or TV.
Another cool feature is the multitasking.
Watch as much as you want
of
for
iOS
only
7.
$7.99 per month.
It's where you can just slide up to exit out of your apps. That's a really, really nice touch. This, like I say, this video is not going to be totally about iOS 7, but, you know, I got to cover some things of the iPad. Now, iOS 7, for your music, if you store music on it, it does not have cover flow, which I wish it did, but, you know, I don't store music in this device, so that really isn't a bother for me. We have Spotlight. Spotlight, they moved it somewhere else instead of you swipe to the side like you did in the good old iOS 6. So, yeah, it's another touch to the thing. Also, I do gotta say, we'll go into my videos, I'll demonstrate music more clearly. So, I'll pick a music video here. Oh, Night Ranger's Sister Christian. So you can just see the different sound effects. So yeah, you can get an idea on how the speaker sounds. So yeah, that's another thing. And also another feature me and my friend love, or actually I don't know if my other friend likes it, or I bet he does, just he doesn't like it as much as I do. Also, if you're a FaceTime user like I am, I use FaceTime a lot on this device. iOS 7 introduced FaceTime audio, which I gotta kind of be careful here because of contacts and numbers and all that. So here you can kind of see, you know, your FaceTime, it's a little bit different. You can see my contacts. So yeah, let me find my friends here. So yeah, we'll demonstrate FaceTime audio for you guys here. So we're not going to demonstrate FaceTime video for various reasons. So we'll go to my contacts. I got to be kind of careful on this one because it has personal information such as phone numbers and all that stuff. So if you see to the side here, we have options for FaceTime audio. And we have options for FaceTime video, as well as messaging and email. Alright, so we're going to demonstrate FaceTime audio right now, so let's get started. I have to kind of cover up things because of personal information. I'm going to FaceTime good old Logan. He's, of course, on YouTube, so I'd check out his channel, Eldina Productions. So let's demonstrate it. We have FaceTime. We have regular FaceTime video, and we have a call icon, which is FaceTime audio, which this works on all iOS 7 devices, but this will only work via a Wi-Fi. This does not work on 4G, or that I know of. So let's just give him a call once I focus the camera, and we'll just demonstrate how it works. Hey Logan, you're on video. So we're just demonstrating FaceTime audio here. So this is how it works. You know, you got your, I'll turn up my volume so they can hear you. You have various options such as mute, speaker, and a FaceTime video, and you have contacts. So this is a nice touch. So I can talk to, you know.
And just in case you're wondering what it's like on the 5S, it's exactly like the iPhone app.
Yeah, exactly,
it's exactly like the phone app.
Yeah, very similar.
Not sure what it's like on the iPad, but I'll see when the video's out.
Yeah, you'll see when the video's out. So yeah, my camera's a bit grainy, but yeah, you can see that. So here's, you know, FaceTime audio. It's really nice. It works just like the iPhone, like Logan said. And yeah, that's that. So see you later, Logan.
Bye.
So yeah, that's another great thing of FaceTime audio. I have to cover his contact information for reasons. You know, giving out personal information, I don't want to do that. Your calendar app, of course, iOS 7 changed it on the iPad. Or, no, they didn't. Yeah, they actually did, I do gotta say. I don't have another device myself that has iOS 7 because I don't like it on the iPod for some reason, so I really can't cover so much about it, but, I can cover some things. We got our maps. Maps are really nice on this thing. I kind of have to be careful because it's just giving out my information where I am. So I gotta watch out for that. Oh, it shouldn't right now, so... Yep, we got our great old North America right here. So we can look over, it's really nice. Look over my area, around my area. So yeah, this is around my area. So yeah, it's a nice thing. A lot of people say the pre-installed Maps application is trash. Yes, it can be in a way, but on the iPad it's not too bad. This does have the A7 processor, which is present on the iPhone 5S, as well as the iPad Air. And this also has the 1 GB of installed memory by RAM, compared to the A5 processor, which was on the iPad mini with non-Retina display. And that has the 512 megabytes of RAM, which, is pretty good for gaming. Also, another thing I'll go on about this. This thing is really good for gaming, like, for example, I'll play Temple Run here. Or, no, I don't like that Temple Run, I'll play the other Temple Run. So, especially at this Retina display, it really shows off some of the true colors of this Retina display and other stuff about it. So right now I have the game all loaded up here, getting the game, or it's loading. So we'll just get ready to play it, shall we? I'll probably be terrible because I'm playing on a camera here, but yeah. Kind of see some of the true features of it. So yeah, gaming is like, I don't know, gaming is amazing on this device, especially because of the Retina display and the A7 processor. Yeah, so I'm not very good on the camera, but play another game that will show off the Retina display. We'll play, what should we play? Oh, Fruit Ninjas, that's a fun game. I need a tripod, that's what I should have got for Christmas. No, I don't want it to. No, I don't want it to know my location. It looks bad on camera, it really does. It looks better, looks better in person. It looks a lot better in person. Turn my volume down here. Turn it. Also, you have the mute switch on the side, which you hit that switch, and it will mute your ringer. So if you don't want to have calls, FaceTime audio calls, or just FaceTime in general, you can mute your ringer. So we'll hit new game. The Retina display is amazing on this device, like I keep harping on about. So yeah, I'll probably be terrible, because like I say, I'm playing on a camera here. So yeah, that just shows some of that there for you. Let's go over the camera now. The camera, like I said, it's a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera, as well as a 1.2 megapixel for 720p video and 1080p high-definition video for the rear-facing camera. So let's do some camera tests, shall we? Front-facing test, iPad mini, 1.2 megapixel eyesight camera, to see some of the various things in this room. So yeah, front-facing camera, iPad mini. Quality test. I am in weird lighting, so yeah. Rear-facing camera, iPad mini, second generation Retina display, 5 megapixel eyesight camera. See various things in my room, back-facing camera. Just show some various things in my bedroom here. So yeah, this is the back-facing camera, iPad mini, 5 megapixel eyesight camera, 1080p. So now you have a feel of what the camera quality looks like and all the fun stuff of the camera. Also, you have your clocks, which back in the day, you could see world clocks, which was like a great thing back in the day for some reason. Cupertino, I think that's California, New York, Paris, France, Beijing, China, and Tokyo, Japan. That's a really nice touch on here. One more thing I'll go on is iOS 7, they did change the ringtones, which, the ringtones aren't bad. I have the traditional default of iOS 6 ringtone, which is this. I know, yeah. Yeah, hold on. So that's my default ringtone for FaceTime audio as well as FaceTime video and other stuff. So yeah, this is, you know, what the iPad mini does and all the nice features of the iPad mini. I'll do a full in-depth video of iOS 7 eventually, but otherwise than that, thank you guys for watching this horribly long video, and peace out everybody. Have a nice day.